Hey there, it's Jennifer with Apron to Decor. Thank you so much for coming back to our channel today. Appreciate it so much. Today I have a little bit of a different video for you. I wasn't able to film an intro on location because people I went with to this event don't know that I have this YouTube channel yet. So I had to do a little covert operation here to get some footage for you. So I really hope you enjoy it. I went to the Great Junk Hunt over the last weekend, and I wanted to share some of that footage with you of everything that I saw there. And then I have a really small haul at the end that I'm happy to share with you. The Great Junk Hunt is a traveling road show of sorts. It goes from city to city, and it is made up of several different types of vendors. Some have antiques, some have refurbished products, some have new products, some are crafters, and almost tradesmen crafters of sorts, metalwork, woodwork, things like that. And I just hope you love it. I enjoy going to it a couple times a year in my area. And if you are interested to see if it's near you or coming near you, you can check out their website, thegreatjunkhunt.com. And it should have a list of upcoming shows and locations that you can check out. But if there is one near you, I do encourage you to come. It's not at my house. I encourage you to go to check it out, and hopefully you enjoy it as well. There usually is a small fee. You do have to buy tickets in advance. I think if you get the tickets online, they're about $15 more or less. And then depending on the locations that it is at, there may or may not be a parking fee as well. Again, it's pretty nominal, but just wanted to put that transparency out there for you that there usually is a small fee for attending, but it's a great day. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in a few minutes. All right, and that is it. That was the Great Junk Hunt that I attended. Hopefully that motivates you, inspires you to go check out their website and see if one is going to be in a location near you that you can go out and attend. And as I promised, I do have a very small haul. That's a few things that I picked up, mostly for Easter, but okay, here it is. So first I got this little card here. It's a little story of the Velveteen Rabbit, and it's just wrapped in plastic right now to keep it clean. It does have a hole punch and a little ribbon here so you can hang it up. But what I'm gonna do with this is put it in a frame and just display it almost as a picture on a tabletop or something like that. And then I got these two postcards here. They're very vintage inspired, and I thought they would be really fun to craft with. You can see they have the postcard lines and such on the back, but they're just so adorable. And again, I was just inspired by the pictures. I thought something to craft with, or I could display them as they are. So I picked those up. Next, I found these adorable rustic little wood carrots. These were handmade. They were $3 each, and I just thought they were too cute. And I had a little vignette in mind that I wanted to put together, so I grabbed those. And then I found this almost immediately when we arrived. This was just a wood egg holder, and it was $8. And I thought this is a nice piece, for Easter, but it's also something that I will probably display in my kitchen year round. So I grabbed that. And then the last piece, and it was my favorite thing that I picked up here. I've seen something similar at Michael's this year, but in gold. And as you know, I much more prefer silver in my home. So I found this silver chocolate mold bunny. It's double-sided. I absolutely love it. It was a little pricey, but I've never seen it in silver, so I just really felt drawn to grab it. It was $16 for this, and it is just absolutely adorable and has all of the detail on there. So, so cute, and I'm just excited to use it in one of my little vignettes this year for Easter. And that's it. That is all I picked up at the Junk Hunt. Like I said, it was a very small haul, very Easter focused, I know. But there are some things there, regular home goods that I have my eye on maybe for next time when it comes into town, but we'll have to see, and hopefully I'll be able to take you with me when it does come back, probably in the fall. I want to say it's going to be back. Anyway, that's it. That's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much again for being here. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe on the way out. It really does help. And that's going to do it. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.